Hello and welcome, my name is Mike Wines and today I'm going to talk about one business idea you can do every month from January all the way to June. Hey, if you've gotten this far in the video, you must have liked it, so go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hey, I know, we're probably less than a minute into it, but do it anyway because you got here, so why not? So almost every service business out there is seasonal. From dog walking and construction to leaf removal and putting up Christmas lights in the winter, it's all based around kind of one time of the year. So a lot of these service businesses or people who do these types of services are trying to figure something out every single season on what they can do that season. So in today's video, I'm going to exaggerate that a little bit and show you what you can do every single month from January all the way to June, and then when we're getting close to June, I'll probably make a video for the latter half of the year, so June to December. But right now, I'm going to talk about January all the way to June. Each month will be a separate business that I think will be really good for one specific month maybe, or it'll just, I thought about it around that month. So it's something you can do in another month, but I was kind of thinking this month might be the best month to do it. All right, so let's start off with January. January, the first thing that came to my mind was, hey, people are going to be trying to get rid of Christmas trees and taking down Christmas lights. So I think if you can go get Christmas trees from people and bring them to your local dump or your local Christmas tree disposal, I think that'll be really good. And then on top of that, if you can take Christmas lights down from people, that'll help too. A lot of people who offer to put up people's Christmas lights will also offer to come back and take them down. So maybe you can find someone who didn't have someone put them up, but hey, they want someone to take them down because it was a pain in the ass the first time to put them up, so let's just hire someone to take them down. I went on to Craigslist to check this out, and I found some people offering $20 or more per Christmas tree to pick up. And if you can schedule all of these around a weekend and say, hey, on Saturday is when I'm coming up to pick up all these Christmas trees, you can really plan a route around a neighborhood or around a city, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, take it to the dump. You can make easily hundreds of dollars doing this. But it will depend if you have a trailer or not. You could rent a trailer from Home Depot. Let's see. You can rent a trailer from Home Depot for $44 a day. I literally just Googled it. I was super surprised. So, dude, rent a trailer from Home Depot, go pick up some Christmas trees. You don't even have to rent it until you get people saying, yeah, I want a Christmas tree picked up. Charge 25 bucks a Christmas tree. You've got 4 Christmas trees. Well, obviously that's paying for that. I mean, after 2 Christmas trees, you're paying for your trailer, and then you have the rest of the day to make a profit on that. So that seems pretty obvious. So really the only thing holding you back here is if you've got a tow hitch on your car or not. And if you're into it, you could buy one. I put one on my Subaru Crosstrek. It cost a couple $100 and it took some time to put it on. But you can use it for the future. Like if you're gonna do this and then you're gonna do some lawn mowing stuff in the summer, put some lawnmowers in the back of another rented trailer, it might be worth it to get that trailer hitch attached to your car. I bet you if you go on, don't even need a website. If you go on to like Nextdoor or Craigslist or Facebook and you're planning everything around one day on the weekend or a Saturday or a Sunday pickup they can choose from, you can make quite a bit of money. You rent the trailer, you go around, grab everybody's trees, you bring it to the tree disposal place. We have one of those places in town, or if you don't, bring it to the dump, or there's actually a lake in town that people would dump trees in that's meant for that. You actually go, you dump your tree in there, and then fishes swim around and it really helps the lake out. I really don't know how, but hey, people dump it in the lake, so just go toss it in the lake somewhere if that's allowed. All right, don't illegally throw trees in a lake, but if it's allowed, hey, everyone come pick up trees, throw it in the lake. And then with the Christmas lights, taking that down, I saw people from $25 an hour plus. So if it's just you need a ladder. Again, you can rent a ladder from Home Depot. You probably have a ladder though. Go around, take down all these Christmas lights for people, and that's making a little bit. You can even hire a friend for like 20 bucks an hour. When I was thinking about January, I was really just thinking about how you can help people clear stuff up from the holidays and get that stuff taken down. But I didn't think about New Year's resolutions or anything. So if you want to help people work out and do stuff like that, I'm sure that's a big New Year's resolution that people do. Eat healthy, work out. So, you can kind of get on that train and say you'll help train someone, and that's pretty good too, actually. So hey, 2 or 3 things in January you can do. Go ahead, do those, and then send me half that money because I gave you the idea. All right, let's move on to February, my birthday month. Oh yeah. All right, so my thought around February was snow. I feel like every February we get a whole bunch of snow. A couple years ago, we actually broke the record for the warmest February ever, and then for the most snowfall we've had in February ever. It was like 70 degrees for the first 2 weeks, and then negative 100 degrees snowing the whole time for the next 2 weeks. It was crazy. So it doesn't matter if it's warm a little bit. Snow comes in February. Just every year it's gonna happen. When I was a kid, I used to shovel walks, and what I would do was wake up in the morning and go knock on people's doors and be like, hey, I'm just shoveling walks. Do you need me to shovel your walk or whatever, you know? And the neighbors, a lot of neighbors are like, yeah, absolutely, shovel my walk. And me being a kid, I actually think was a benefit versus if I was an adult, because I can knock on someone's door and be like, hi, I'm here to shovel your walk. Can I do it? And they're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll give this kid 20 bucks and I can shovel a walk. And if you're like an adult and you're like, hey, I'm gonna shovel your walk, they're like, I'll do it myself, dude. I think you definitely have a benefit if you're a kid doing this or anything, actually. People like to hire kids to do stuff rather than adults. Unless it's like a professional thing, then you gotta hire someone who knows what's up. But shoveling a walk with like a shovel, easy, anyone can do it. When I was in middle school, we had a snow day one day, and I had my friends come over and spend the night, and at like 6 o'clock in the morning, I wake them up and I'm like, hey, we're gonna go shovel some walks. And they were like, I hate you. Why do you do this to me? They were getting ready. I went and started knocking on some doors, and I had like 3 people set up down my street. We're like, we're gonna hit this one, this one, this one. And the way I priced it was, as a kid, I just thought, you know, I would like to get, I think it was like $50 a walk or a driveway. And I thought, I don't want to ask that. So this is what I'll do. I'll say, pay me whatever you want. There's going to be 3 of us. We're going to crank this out, and just whatever you want, pay us. And that was a good decision at the moment, all right? Because as a kid, you say that, people are either going to, all right, I'm going to screw over this kid and pay him 20 bucks, or hey, you know what, this kid's coming on, he's helping me out, he's got some friends, let's just like give him a little extra, no other kid is here. So I averaged $75 per walk doing it that way. Boom, boom, boom. I think we did less than 10. It wasn't crazy because we needed to get them all done before everyone went to work in the morning. So, and we started at 6, we went for a couple hours. I think it was more than 5, less than 10. So I don't know, like 7 or 8 maybe. And that makes sense because I know we made around $500. So we probably did like 7 of these. You know, went down the street, got them all done in the first couple hours of the day, split up our money between the 3 of us, and hey, 500 bucks. So I've got a special kind of place in my heart for shoveling snow because I had this experience and I thought, hey, this is awesome. Why don't we do this more in the future? And we just didn't really have any days like that work out. And my friends didn't want to come over and wake up in the morning anymore and stuff like that. So I did it a couple more times, but I think the $500 day that we had was like the best day ever. And that was just us as, like I said, middle school kids going around with a couple shovels. But I think shoveling snow in February, that's gonna be the way to do it. And hey, all of these things that I'm saying, you can do them in any month, but I'm just splitting them up by month. I think that's a better video, and it organizes things a little bit better. But let's head on to March, my dad's birthday month. Okay, so when I was looking into March, I didn't have anything come into my mind like I did in February. So I had to do some research. I said, hey, what's happening in March? We got March 17th, St. Patty's Day. I was like, that's cool. And then we also have March Madness all month. I totally forgot about that because it was canceled last year. So I'm thinking March is gonna be the month around Ubers and Lyfts. And okay, listen to me here. This is what I've got. So we have 2 scenarios that could happen here. Everything could magically go back to normal, and then people are going out for St. Patty's Day, and they're going out to bars, watching some basketball, and they need drivers to come pick them up and bring them home. That's one scenario. It could happen. Hey, I don't know. I'm not a magician or a wizard. I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen in March. That's super far away. But the second scenario is everyone's hanging out at home still, and people aren't really going out to bars and stuff, but you're not gonna watch basketball alone, because that's lame. You're still gonna drive to a friend's house. And if everybody's working from home, they're gonna drive to a friend's house, and everyone's gonna work from home at their friend's house, and then watch basketball together, and then drink and stuff, because you're not gonna watch basketball and not drink. They're still gonna need a ride back home at the end of the evening, or the end of the day. So you as an Uber or Lyft driver, I think you're good no matter what here. And that's just how I would do stuff. People are probably still like, yeah, I don't want to go out. I'm going to watch basketball home alone. But the real cool people out there are actually going to get together and do some stuff still. And if you've got your pod, you know, we all have that pod of friends that we're hanging out with still. You're probably all going to hang out and watch some basketball. If that's your thing, gonna need a ride home. That's what I'm saying. Uber and Lyft. And I did some research to see how much these guys made because I wasn't quite sure. I came across an article on MarketWatch, and this was a couple years ago, so I think the prices have probably increased from then, but it's showing me about $10.87 per hour plus tip. A tip is probably $5 to $10. I know that's what I do when I take an Uber. And that's not bad. You're gonna be making $15, $20 an hour doing this. And if you're in a big city, it'll almost double. If you can find times where people really need rides, that's the time to do it. And March, I think, is gonna be a time that people are gonna wanna be getting places, and hey, Ubers and Lyfts, that's the way to do it. So come on, unless we all get Teslas driving themselves, and then it's legal to be in a Tesla that's driving itself after you drank or something, I think you're gonna need to Uber. All right, that brings us to April, and April was the hardest one for me. The only thing happening in April is April Fool's Day, and I mean, who can make a business out of 1 day a year? That's crazy. So with all my research, I decided, you know what, what's happening in April actually? Real life, like straight up what's happening in April. Okay, April's in spring cleaning. What do you do when you're spring cleaning? You're selling stuff during a garage sale. So I think April is the month for you to sell all your stuff that you got over Christmas and that you got over the past year and from just staying inside all year. All right, sell it all. And on the other end, when everyone's selling all their stuff, you go buy all that good stuff, Gary Vee, flip that and make a profit on that. Yeah, I think next summer is gonna be a pretty big summer for everybody flipping and doing that garage sale hustle. Also, hey, if you've got that tow hitch on your car, go rent a trailer and go pick stuff up from people and take it to the dump. That'll be a good hauling season too. So next summer is going to be a good season for people. That's all I'm saying. Starting in the spring, starting in April, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, let's continue into the year. May, we've got May going on now, and I think May is going to be the time to start your landscaping business, or to start mowing lawns at least, trimming some hedges or whatever, because stuff's growing in the spring, stuff's growing in May. You got to start mowing lawns, and I think that's where it's at. So I went on to Home Advisor, and it showed me that people make $30 to $80 per lawn mow, and that's pretty good. You can go and rent again a lawnmower from Home Depot. Let's pull it up here. 37 bucks a day. You got to mow 2 lawns and you're paying for it. Maybe even 1 lawn depending on the lawn. But spend your day, go out mowing some lawns, and I think May is the month for you to make that money. And then you can get a bigger lawnmower, mow some bigger lawns, go on to Craigslist and Nextdoor and say you're mowing some lawns, and I think people will hit you up and you'll go mow some lawns, and then you'll get returning customers and mow their lawn all summer long. I used to mow lawns all the time as a kid, so it's just got one of those spots in my heart where I can just remember mowing lawns, dodging bees and stuff, because I'm terrified of bees. So I used to mow lawns in like 90-degree heat in a long sleeve, so I wasn't getting stung by bees or anything. And all of my long sleeves were black. All of my clothes were black as a kid, because I don't really know why. They just were. They were all like Harley Davidson clothes or something like that. Yeah, so long sleeves, gloves on, dodge those bees, mow those lawns, and I think that's the way to do it. And then, like I said, if you've got that tow hitch on your car, throw everything in there, take it to the recycle, put your lawnmower in there, take it back to Home Depot, drop everything off. I think people need to start renting equipment and starting businesses that way before they can buy their own stuff and then continue growing their business with their own stuff. May's a good time to start that. Just try it out. Just saying, May, mow some lawns. All right, that's all. That's all. All right, so I'm gonna end this one on June, and then maybe back in May, I'll put another one out, or in June, at the end of June, I'll put another one out from August all the way to December, and I'm sure you can guess what those are. But in June, I'm thinking dog walking. What? Dog walking? That's random. Why June? Well, it's starting to get pretty hot in June. I don't want to go outside when it's hot. Other people don't want to go outside when it's hot. But guess what? You can go outside when it's hot and walk someone's dog. All right, and just wake up a little bit earlier or do it a little bit later in the evening. Walk someone's dog, that's where it's at. So I did some research here, and I went to care.com, and they said in my area, Longmont, Colorado, people in my area are making $15.25 an hour walking dogs. And I think this is great, because if you already have a dog, or if you're already going on walks, all you have to do is go to someone's house, pick up a dog, and then do your walk and come back, drop the dog off, and then go home. So if you have a dog that's friendly and you're picking up a dog that's friendly, that's just playtime that you're getting paid to do. Go on an hour-long walk, you're doing it anyway, take that $15. If you're walking dogs for $15.25 an hour and you're smart about it, all right, picture this, getting dog walking crazy here. You pick up a dog from one house, you walk it for half an hour, you go pick up another dog while you still have this dog, you walk it half an hour back, you drop the dog off, walk over here, pick up another dog, then drop that dog off, then pick up another dog. You're having 1 or 2 dogs with you, picking them up, dropping them off, going in circles. You're making like over 120 bucks a day. I mean, you're just walking dogs at the same time, getting paid $15.25 from this person, at the same time $15 from this person, at the same time $15 from that person. It's crazy. You can put that 8 hours of work into 4 hours, or 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, 2 dogs at a time for 2 hours. That's 4, and that's 4. That's 8. 8 hours for 4 hours worth of work, because you just have double the dogs. And hey, if you grow more arms, you can walk more dogs. So just look into that too. And then you're balling. You're balling in all that dog walking money because you got 8 arms, you got 16 dogs, and you're making $1,000 a day working 4 hours a day. Boom. Dog walking in June. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I want you guys to go out and try some of this and leave me a comment telling me what worked for you in what month. This video, I'm not specifically telling you to go out there and say, hey, you have to do this in July, or not July, I didn't even talk about July. You have to do this in January, then move on and do this in February, then move on and do this. The point is the year changes throughout the year. You know, you've got hot months, you got cold months, you've got holidays, you've got not anything happening on that day, but you can always find a way to make some money, and you just gotta get a little creative and change what you're doing. Test different things out. Try this, then try this, then try this. Go rent all the equipment from Home Depot, try this and try this. Like, that's the whole point. That's the whole fun of starting a business, is just trying different things, seeing the craziest way you can make some money, and having some fun ideas, and just kind of going and having some fun. In June, I'm gonna drop a video from August all the way to December. Hopefully I don't forget. I'll have to put it on my calendar so I make it. And go ahead and watch that. And then maybe next year I'll make another video on different ideas you can do throughout the first half of the month and then the second half of the month as well. But if you did like this video, if you found it entertaining, or if you found it valuable and you want to try some of these things, because hey, I really think that tree disposal thing is slept on and you can make some money doing that. Because I don't know, but I bet there aren't too many people doing it. But I don't know, but maybe. I mean, give it a shot, right? Why not? Make sure to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. I'm just starting out this channel, so you're probably seeing this when I don't have that many views or anything, or hey, maybe if it's like 10 years in the future and somehow you came across this video, I probably have at least 12 views on it. Probably. Maybe 13. Maybe 13, 14? Can I get 14? I don't know. I told myself I'll make 35 to 50. I said 50, but then I was like, 35 seems like a lot, but let's stick with 50. I'm gonna make 50, see what happens, see if people start watching these, and see if you watch this one. Anyway, I'm gonna go. See you guys in the next one. Adios. Adios. Hasta luego. Okay. Do this.